Hey guys, I forgot to record the Zoom meeting, so I need to record a little video here to let you know what you need to do for this assignment and kind of catch you up on what the Zoom meeting was about. So basically, I had an announcement about valedictorian. If you need more info about that, go to the Harriman High website. I also had an announcement to make sure everyone realizes that the test is May 13th. So we have 7 class periods left to study for it. So you'll be doing a lot more um, timed writing to help you prepare for that. And then some assignments that are going to feel a little tedious because we're going through like meticulous details, but they're going to make it so that your close reading is second nature. So I'm hoping that they will do the trick and help you write really, really quickly on these timed writes. All right, so on Canvas, I have this assignment, 1984 quotations, Lord of the Flies quotations. You can choose whichever quotation you are most interested in. Just look through, find one that you like, and then you're gonna do this little assignment. You choose one quotation from one book. That's what I meant to say. And then you film or record yourself close reading the quotation. And what you're doing for that is you're looking for connotations, denotations, any kind of formal considerations, almost like you would read it for poetry, and then the syntax, which is the word order, the punctuation, etc. And then at the end of the recording, you tell me a theme. So you can do this using a website called Screencast-O-Matic. I'll show you what it looks like. That's what I always use. Screencast-O-Matic, there we go. And you just click this button, it's free. As far as I know, this website has no security issues. This is what teachers are all using. You do start recording for free, a little thing will pop up. You can record the assignment, and then at the end of the video, you can record the assignment either using your screen or both like I'm doing here, or just you talking like a webcam. And then when you are done, you can click save, and then you can upload it to YouTube, or there's many ways to upload it on Canvas. But you guys, you can figure out that tech stuff. If you have any questions, you just Google it and you will be able to figure it out. I promise, that's what I have to do. All right, but for a little bit of info about how to actually do the presentation, I have chosen the first quotation from 1984. So that means you can't do that one. And it says, "Of pain, you could wish only one thing, that it should stop. Nothing in the world was so bad as physical pain. In the face of pain, there are no heroes, no heroes, no heroes," he thought over and over as he writhed on the floor, clutching uselessly at his disabled left arm. And where we started with this was with words that stand out to us. Now, some words stand out because of repetition, but that's a little bit different than just words on their own that stand out to us because they might have interesting connotations. And the words that stand out to me here are these descriptive kind of action words. He writhed, clutching, uselessly, and disabled is not a verb here, but disabled kind of works the same way, and disabled. So I bolded those words, and then as a class, we kind of went through what are the patterns in these words. Clutching, you lose something important, something that wants to leave but you don't want it to. It's a needy feeling, a reliant feeling. It shows a kind of desperation, right? And so we found a way that all 4 of these words seem to be about feeling powerless. We started, they're about pain, they're all negative. That's a fairly simplistic way of looking at the pattern, right? But as we kind of thought about it more and more, we started realizing that this is about other people acting on you and you not being able to exert your will on others. So that they're passive words, they're hopeless words, and they're all words that signal that your actions are not going to help your situation. Okay, so those were about the diction. Then I thought about syntax, which we reviewed. This is about the structure of the sentence itself. And I was very interested in the word only, and how it says you could wish only one thing. And we talked about all the different iterations that could be. And so why did he choose to put only before one thing? That means that it's modifying one thing. If I were to say it more naturally, it would probably be, of pain, you could only wish one thing. Like this could be your only action. But really what it is saying is that you might have other actions. You might be able to hit someone. You might be able to cry, etc. But your wishes, your motivations have to be geared towards one thing. And so everything has to be singular about stopping the pain. All right, then another part of the syntax is this repetition, and that's where we got into this idea of no heroes. And the class pointed out how this is a kind of self-assuring idea, like I'm human, I'm not less than anyone because I'm not a hero, because no heroes actually exist. And we talked about the repetition of the word over, that he's clutching onto something to hold onto in the face of torture. It's almost an obsessive focus, a reversion to a simpler form of thought. He's not thinking about the philosophies of the Brotherhood anymore. He has to just think, I want this to stop. There's no heroes, there's no heroes, there's no heroes. I'm okay doing what I have to do to get out of this situation, right? And what happens then is that in the middle of the sentence, we realize that the narration is not objective. We begin the sentence thinking that this is a fact about pain, that there is nothing so bad in the world as physical pain. But we realize by the interjection of this word, he thought, we realize that this is actually Winston's obsessive thought pattern while he is experiencing pain, which he has pointed out makes it so that you are singular-minded, and that this makes him feel totally helpless physically and helpless mentally. And so then I pointed out that the best kind of observations are going to combine your observations about the diction and the syntax so that you get to a theme. Remember, a theme is an argument. I can't say this enough. A theme is not a topic. Those are two different things. Topic might be pain. A topic can be a singular word. A theme, argument about pain. A topic might be subjectivity. A theme is an argument about subjectivity. So a theme is a complete sentence then, because it has to be a complete idea. So I was pointing out that the only way to get to the theme is by looking at the tone of helplessness, the meaning about pain crowding out everything else and being the worst thing, but then also on top of that, the narration. And we learn that the narration comes from a kind of character bias halfway through the sentence. We believe it's objective truth. We realize that it's actually Winston's thoughts. And then we realize that those thoughts then are undercutting the objective truth, so that we really can't trust that truth about pain anymore. And this ends up being true in the novel, right? Because eventually we realize, actually very quickly in this scene, we realize that physical pain is not the worst kind of pain. Mental pain in this book is the worst kind of pain, because mental pain is what forces him to betray Julia, and that's what ultimately breaks him. It's not the physical pain. He could have undergone that physical pain and it would have just broken his physical body. So it's kind of like the sentence undercuts itself as it goes along, and we realize that he is physically incapable of responding to the pain. And so that means that probably we should not trust the way that his thoughts have been directed into one avenue. His thoughts are no longer trustworthy because of the pain itself, right? Okay. So now your assignment, to go back to that, is to do exactly what I just did, thinking about diction and syntax, the combination, and how those things create a theme. And you're going to just do that with one sentence and post your video to this assignment. Let me know before the end of the day, in fact, before 2 o'clock or so, whether or not you have questions about this, because I need you still to turn it in today, because we'll move on with other things. And I also told the class, just so you know, today's module is a bit heavy, and I know that it was awkward to time things out. Thursdays is a little bit lighter, so you can kind of look forward to that at the end. And I miss you. It's always so awkward ending these videos. Okay, goodbye.